One morning, James was waiting at the junction for Percy for some trucks for his slow goods. But Percy was late and James was very impatient. The little green engine puffed into the junction, all tired out. "You're late, little Percy. You should have been here 20 minutes ago." "Well, James, the reason is that because those idiotic trucks were being troublesome." "Excuses, excuses," remarked James. "You little engines are slow and always late. That's why branch lines are given to you. But you're the same as well. All the factories and businesses should move to the main line. More work could come out here." "Didn't you say you want a branch line, James?" "That was 25 years ago, Percy. They are boring and dull." Gordon was right. Branch lines are vulgar. As Percy heard this, he bumped the trucks hard against James's train. "Be careful, Percy!" snapped James. But Percy huffed away to the sheds. Later that day, Percy was taking some empty milk wagons to the dairy after delivering them to the harbour. However, he felt a sharp pain in one of his cylinders. "Driver, stop!" Percy shouted. "The cylinder head is knocked off." So he did. He informed the signalman via radio about the dilemma. "I better remove the motion leak into your connecting rod and set your valves on your struck cylinders. I don't think your crossheads needs plugging, but in most cases is unnecessary. Your steam will escape, so no further stress can go onto your cylinder." So after he did that, Percy had found restarting the train to be very difficult. But Percy puffed on and on, as he finally made it to the dairy all on one cylinder. All the workmen, Percy's crew, and the Fat Controller all cheered as the plucky green engine pulled in. "Well done, Percy," said the Fat Controller. "Thank you, sir," puffed Percy. Thomas was then called to take Percy to the yards at Titmouth so he could be loaded on a low loader for the works. Next day, the Fat Controller came to see James. "Percy's at the works, and I want you, James, to take his place while he's away." James was surprised. "Why me, sir? What about Edward, Donald and Douglas or Boko?" "They are busy with their own work, James. Rosie will take care of the goods until you get back." James puffed angrily away. Branch lines, he puffed. Thomas, Toby and Daisy were waiting at the top station. As the Wren engine puffed into the yards, he was greeted by the three engines. "Hello, James. Fancy seeing you here. I thought you said that branch lines are for the slow and always late engines." James ignored Thomas and continued to sulk. He collected some trucks that was left by Mavis. "These are for Rosie slow goods," said the foreman. "Okay, let's go," demanded James. "We can't go yet, James," replied the driver. "Thomas hasn't started his first train. That'll be Toby and Daisy's." James groaned. "What am I supposed to do to pass the time?" he asked. "You can shunt some trucks around here ready for Toby. Some fruit and veggies are in need of delivery for the morning goods." So James shunted for the rest of the morning. At last he was ready for his delivery, but there was a problem. "You're late!" "Oh, great. All that time waste of shunting caused it," puffed James, as he pulled the train away tender first. But the trucks decided to tease James. Pull back, they whispered. James can feel the heavy strain and put every ounce of weight and steam against them. At last he arrived at the junction, although quite late. James remained quiet as a now-delayed Rosie puffed away. "Now I understand how Percy feels being talked down for being late," he thought. As James's time on Thomas's branch line goes on, he seems to find the ride as enjoyable now. The slow trains don't tire him out like on the main line, and he kept the trucks in good order so as not to be late again. He now knows about the reasons of businesses working on the branch line, as it helps the economy of the towns and villages. When Percy came back, James apologized. "I'm sorry for calling you slow and telling you off for being late. I now understand the importance of these branch lines. You never know until you try, and I hope to work on it again." "Thank you, James," whistled Percy, and James puffed away with a brand new thought on branch lines.